The world of celebrities is like a living constellation sparkling across time and continents, where each star carries a story that reminds us of what happens when talent, determination, and heart come together in perfect harmony behind every red carpet smile, every dazzling stage performance, every cinematic masterpiece. There lies a human story of hard work, courage, friendship, and endless imagination. From Hollywood to Bollywood, from the bustling sets of soul to the soulful rhythms of Latin, music fame flows like an invisible river connecting artists and audiences through a shared language of dreams. We watch these figures rise from humble beginnings, often just kids with notebooks, microphones, or cameras, daring to believe that what they feel inside could one day touch the world. And through long nights of practice, through rejection and resilience, they carve their paths until the world finally takes notice and the applause begins. But what keeps people captivated is not only the success, it is the story. The transformation, the proof that passion can rewrite destiny. You can see it in musicians who write their first songs in tiny bedrooms, actors who wait tables between auditions, designers who sketch on napkins between shifts, every one of them starting small, dreaming big, and believing. Anyway, it is this beautiful faith that builds the foundation of stardom. And when they finally shine, they use that light to inspire others. Take Taylor Swift, whose journey from a small-town singer-songwriter to a global storyteller has become a masterclass in evolution. She has shown how reinvention is not about changing who you are, but about rediscovering yourself over and over again. Her music grew from country roots to pop anthems to poetic narratives, exploring identity, independence, and empowerment. And her connection with fans has become one of the most authentic relationships in entertainment. She writes letters, meets people, surprises them, donates to causes, and stands for artists. Writes showing that fame can be both graceful and grounded. Her ability to turn personal stories into universal emotion is a reminder that vulnerability is strength, and art becomes timeless when it tells the truth alongside. Her and many others, we see a generation of stars who celebrate friendship and collaboration, who uplift rather than compete. Blake Lively, with her creative spirit, fashion sense, and philanthropy, continues to balance career, motherhood, entrepreneurship, and advocacy, showing that success can coexist with kindness and humor. Her projects often blend storytelling and empowerment. Her red carpet choices reflect confidence, sustainability, and individuality. She supports organizations that protect children and uplift women, and she shares her platform to encourage creativity and compassion together. Stories like these show how modern fame is evolving beyond glamour into gratitude. The real magic of the celebrity world now lies in connection, authenticity, and giving back, whether it is through charity concerts, climate activism, mental health campaigns, or social innovation. Many artists are using their influence to create tangible good in the world, and it is breathtaking to witness their dedication. From stars funding schools in underprivileged areas to actors producing films that amplify unheard voices or fashion icons, partnering with ethical designers. The message is clear that artistry and empathy are not separate. They are intertwined as part of a larger legacy of light, and this evolution continues to inspire fans globally, who see their favorite celebrities not just as distant idols, but as companions in the journey of becoming stronger, braver, and more compassionate human beings. And as the glow of fame stretches across the planet, we begin to see that celebrity is more than a spotlight. It is a reflection of humanity at its most creative and courageous. The stages and cameras may change, but the heartbeat behind every story remains the same. It is the sound of someone who refused to give up, someone who believed that imagination could become impact. And in that journey, we see the full beauty of what it means to dream. The world of entertainment has always been a mirror to our collective hopes and fears, our laughter and our longing, when actors embody roles that move us, when musicians write lyrics that seem to know our hearts, when designers craft clothing that makes us feel seen. It becomes more than art. It becomes connection. That feeling is universal. It transcends borders, languages, and generations. Take the powerful rise of global stars from the United States to South Korea, from Nigeria to France, from India to Mexico, each bringing their own rhythm of innovation and identity. The K-pop phenomenon, for example, shows how disciplined teamwork and creativity can turn a local sound into a worldwide celebration. These artists practice for years, often facing enormous pressure, yet through their choreography and voices, they radiate joy, determination, and unity. Their fans return that energy tenfold, creating communities built on love and respect, and it reminds us that fame at its best becomes a shared heartbeat between artist and audience. The same truth echoes through film, where collaboration between cultures now creates magic unseen, before Hollywood icons and international actors come together to tell stories that speak of resilience, justice, love, and hope. These projects prove that the art of storytelling belongs to everyone, and that representation matters deeply, because every child watching deserves to see someone like themselves achieving greatness on screen. Fashion, too, continues to evolve as a living language of empowerment, where each outfit carries a message about courage, culture, and creativity. We see stars using their platforms to support diversity, sustainability, and inclusion, turning runways into statements of unity when a designer collaborates with an indigenous artisan, or a celebrity repeats an outfit to support ethical fashion. It sends a global reminder that beauty and responsibility can coexist gracefully. The same transformation unfolds in philanthropy, where celebrities now lead movements for change, not just through donations, but through personal involvement, from building hospitals and schools to advocating mental health awareness to protecting the planet. These actions remind us that fame can amplify goodness when guided by purpose and intention. And perhaps one of the most inspiring shifts in modern celebrity life is the openness to talk about struggle, the willingness to share the truth behind the smiles. When stars discuss anxiety, burnout, or self-doubt, they help dissolve stigma. They remind millions that perfection is an illusion, that even those who seem to have everything are still human, still learning, still healing, and in that honesty lies enormous power. It transforms fame from something unattainable into something relatable, and healing it allows fans to see themselves in the stories of their heroes, and to find courage in the cracks of imperfection. The friendships within the celebrity world also paint a beautiful picture of loyalty, laughter, and learning. Collaborations between artists bring fresh creativity, like when musicians from different genres create a song that becomes the anthem of a generation, or when actors form bonds that turn productions into families. These relationships remind us that behind every headline, there are people cheering for one another, lifting each other up, celebrating victories and comforting losses. The power of genuine friendship among celebrities often shows us that empathy shines brightest when shared among equals, and that support rather than competition builds lasting success. And beyond friendships, many celebrities nurture love through their families, raising children in ways that balance privacy and openness, teaching values of kindness and curiosity, even in the eye glare of fame. Their example encourages fans to cherish their loved ones, to create balance between work and life, to remember that success means little without connection. These lessons ripple across the world, shaping how millions view their own paths and priorities. And as we watch the evolution of stardom through social media, we see another incredible shift where fans and artists can interact directly. Bridging distance in seconds, a single post or message can spark global trends, launch fundraisers, or spread awareness about important causes. This accessibility has turned celebrity culture into a two-way dialogue, no longer confined to magazines or television. It lives in the moment, raw, real, and interactive. It allows stars to show humor, authenticity, and gratitude in ways never possible before, creating a culture of mutual appreciation, where fans feel seen and stars feel supported. It is a digital era, but the heart remains timeless. The need to connect, the need to inspire, the need to give meaning to success. And that is what makes the world of celebrities so endlessly fascinating. It is not the glitter that draws us. It is the humanity beneath the glitter, the courage to dream and the grace to share those dreams with the world. And as the stories unfold across decades, one thing becomes clear. The world of celebrities is not just about rising. It is also about returning, about the art of the comeback. Those moments when the lights dim and critics doubt only for the stars to rise again brighter than ever, because resilience is the secret melody that plays beneath every career. Some of the greatest legends have known failure, rejection, or pause, only to rediscover themselves and remind the world that artistry never fades, it only transforms. Think of the musicians who take years away to find peace, then return with songs that heal millions, or the actors who reinvent their image through bold roles, or the designers who rebuild their brands with purpose and humility. Each comeback becomes a masterclass in courage, teaching that there is beauty in beginning again. This rhythm of rise, fall, and rise again connects celebrities to their fans, Because everyone knows what it feels like to start over, to doubt, and still keep going. It is what makes fame relatable rather than unreachable. And within that vulnerability lies the power that truly touches hearts. We see this echoed across continents, from the grand stages of Hollywood to the energetic music festivals of South America, from the red carpets of Europe to the vibrant film sets of Africa and Asia. Every culture produces artists who fall only to fly higher, and their journeys remind us that creativity is eternal, while trends may come and go. The human spirit that fuels art remains unbreakable in this endless motion. The friendships and collaborations that grow between stars become threads of inspiration too. For when artists support one another, greatness multiplies. Think of those moments when one actor praises another on social media, when musicians feature each other across genres, when directors discover fresh voices and give them space to shine. These gestures show that the world of fame thrives on unity, more than competition, and fans respond with gratitude because they see genuine connection blooming amid the glamour. And that sense of camaraderie gives depth to what might otherwise seem like a distant dream. The generosity that defines so many public figures extends beyond art into activism and philanthropy, where celebrities stand at the front lines of change, raising funds for victims of disasters, advocating education for girls, leading campaigns for clean water and environmental justice, or speaking out about equality and inclusion. What makes these efforts powerful is that they reach hearts through storytelling. They turn statistics into human faces, into shared empathy. And that is where fame becomes truly purposeful, when used to illuminate, rather than simply to shine. The emotional bond between stars and fans only deepens through these moments of compassion, whether through charity live streams, benefit concerts, or awareness campaigns. Social media again becomes a bridge where fans contribute, join causes, and build movements that echo kindness around the world. Beyond this kindness, another beautiful thread in celebrity culture is mentorship. Established artists guiding the next generation, sharing lessons and opening doors in industries once defined. By gatekeeping, this passing of wisdom keeps creativity alive. It keeps artistry evolving, and it reminds everyone that success grows greater when shared. We witness this in film productions, where seasoned actors nurture newcomers, in music collaborations, where veterans uplift young talents, and in the fashion world, where icons celebrate fresh designers from diverse backgrounds. The cycle of inspiration continues endlessly, creating a legacy that feels collective rather than individual. And even as fame evolves through technology, with virtual concerts, digital avatars, and streaming revolutions, the heart of it all remains unchanged. It is still about people telling stories to other people, about emotion, about truth, about imagination, turning into connection. In this new age, celebrities have learned to use their voices more consciously. They talk about balance, about mindfulness, about kindness. They post about gratitude, self-care, and the importance of mental health, turning their platforms into spaces of healing and reflection instead of distance. They invite presence instead of perfection. They show progress, and that honesty resonates deeply across generations. The young fans who once admired the shine now admire the substance. They learn that success can be both strong and soft, both ambitious and kind. And that understanding changes culture itself as audiences become more compassionate, more open, more inspired. The beauty of the celebrity world lies in its endless motion, always changing, always adapting, but always carrying that spark of humanity. Whether it is a song that becomes the soundtrack of an era, a film that unites millions in shared laughter, or a humanitarian project that saves lives, the influence of these stars extends far beyond fame. It becomes a living testament to the power of creativity, compassion, and connection that will continue to inspire as long as there are hearts ready to dream. And as the world keeps turning, the constellation of fame keeps glowing with new light every year, bringing fresh faces and renewed stories of hope, ambition, and artistry. It is beautiful to watch how every generation reinvents what it means to be a celebrity, how social impact now stands shoulder to shoulder with creative excellence, how the red carpet has become a stage not just for fashion, but for statements of unity, sustainability, and change. We see new stars emerging from digital platforms, streaming services, and independent labels. Young talents who once only dreamed of being seen now connect instantly with millions across oceans and time zones, transforming followers into communities and likes into movements. They use their voices to speak about authenticity, mental health, environmental protection, and equality, making celebrity culture more human, more aware and more inspiring than ever before. And still amid this fresh energy, the legends remain guiding lights, artists whose decades of dedication remind us that longevity comes not only from talent, but from integrity. These seasoned icons continue to shape music, film, fashion, and philanthropy, showing that evolution is eternal when it is fueled by love for the craft. They serve as bridges between generations, between classic art and modern expression, creating harmony in a world often divided by speed and distraction. It is amazing to witness how some of the most memorable celebrity moments are not the grand awards or record-breaking tours, but the quiet gestures, the unscripted laughter backstage, the heartfelt tributes shared between friends, the kindness extended to a stranger on set or a fan in need. Those moments become the invisible threads that stitch the global fabric of admiration, because what audiences truly connect to is sincerity, not spectacle. And sincerity has a glow that no spotlight can outshine. We see that same glow when celebrities unite for global causes, when rival artists join hands to raise relief funds after disasters, when actors from different countries participate in campaigns for education or healthcare, or when fashion houses and entertainers collaborate to promote sustainability, turning beauty into awareness. These acts remind us that fame is most powerful when shared, when used to amplify the good and uplift the collective spirit. Even in moments of personal challenge or cultural change, the resilience of public figures stands as a reflection of the resilience within all of us. They remind the world that setbacks are setups for comebacks, that creativity often blossoms in the soil of struggle, that behind every polished performance there are countless hours of unseen dedication and faith. This universal rhythm of effort and reward binds celebrities and fans together, because we all understand what it means to work toward a dream and to fight for meaning in an unpredictable world. And in that shared journey, fame transforms from something distant into something deeply intimate. It becomes a mirror where everyone can see a piece of themselves in their favorite artist. The admiration becomes motivation, and the story of one becomes the inspiration of many. And as cultures blend more seamlessly through art, language, and technology collaborations between global icons, keep redefining possibility. A Hollywood actor joins a Bollywood filmmaker, a Latin singer collaborates with a Korean group, a European designer teams up with an African creative collective, and together they build bridges of sound style and storytelling that unite millions without a single translation needed. The universality of emotion becomes the only language required, and that is the most beautiful truth about celebrity culture. It shows how creativity can dissolve borders, how music, rhythm, and color can speak louder than words, how kindness can travel faster than gossip, and how dreams born in one corner of the world can uplift hearts everywhere. And while the outer world sees the glamour, the inner world of these artists remains a balance of gratitude and grounding. Many talk openly about meditation, journaling, or volunteering as ways to stay centered. They share lessons about staying present, amid chaos about measuring success. Not by trophies, but by peace and purpose. Their honesty teaches audiences that self-worth and fame are not the same, that fulfillment grows from giving and creating, rather than comparing and competing. And through that message, millions learn to approach their own ambitions with more mindfulness, compassion, and patience. Because if the stars we admire can stay humble, despite global recognition, then so can we. And perhaps that is the greatest influence of all. The quiet transformation that turns admiration into self-belief. The invisible gift that fame gives to its followers, reminding everyone that the path to greatness begins with being genuine, persistent, and kind, and that in the end, all the applause and achievements return to the same universal truth that what truly matters is connection, compassion, and courage. And so as we reach the heart of it all, we begin to understand that the world of celebrities is not merely a spectacle. It is a living testament to what happens when creativity, courage, and compassion collide. It is a reminder that fame, though dazzling, is only meaningful when it serves something deeper than itself. The artists we admire from every continent are proof that talent can be a bridge to empathy, that influence can be used as a force for healing, that beauty and brilliance are not opposites of humility, but companions to it. We have seen this truth unfold in countless ways through singers who turn their concerts into fundraising events, through actors who use award speeches to uplift communities, through athletes who dedicate victories to causes greater than sport, and through models who transform fashion into activism. The celebrity world has grown into a collective heartbeat of hope, evolving beyond image into purpose, and every generation adds its own rhythm to that symphony. With new voices, fresh perspectives, and endless reinvention, yet beneath all the change, there remains the same universal melody, the desire to make a difference, to be remembered not just for applause but for impact, and that desire gives rise to legacy. Legacy is not measured by headlines or trophies. It lives in the lives touched by kindness. The art that still moves people long after the curtain falls. The ideas that ripple through culture, inspiring others to create and care the greatest. Stars understand that they are not the story but the storytellers. They are vessels of emotion, mirrors of humanity. Their brilliance reflects what already exists in the hearts of their audiences, and that reflection reminds us that we too can shine. In our own ways, their journeys from struggle to success, from silence to song, from fear to faith become the blueprint for our own evolution. The magic of celebrity culture then is not just in who these people are, but in what they awaken within. They remind us that even the largest dreams begin small, that failure can be a teacher, that compassion is the truest form of power, that laughter shared across borders has no accent, and that creativity is a universal language that will never fade. And as technology propels fame into new frontiers, we witness the rise of digital stars, influencers, filmmakers, and creators who prove that artistry no longer needs permission, that authenticity can find an audience from any corner of the world, and that the essence of storytelling remains unchanged even when the medium evolves. These new voices carry the same spirit that built every stage before them, a belief in connection, expression, and meaning. And just like the icons before them, they too face challenges, learning to balance visibility with vulnerability, ambition with authenticity, and success with stillness. And through that process, they become teachers of a new kind, showing that influence is not about perfection, but about presence, about showing up, being real, and being kind. The future of fame belongs not to those who shout the loudest, but to those who listen the most, to those who use their voices to unite rather than divide, to those who turn the spotlight outward to illuminate others. And in that vision lies the hope of a world where art and empathy walk hand in hand, where every red carpet is an opportunity for awareness, every interview a chance for insight, every song, film, and gesture a seed of inspiration planted in the hearts of millions. The beauty of celebrity life, when seen through this lens, becomes something profound. It is no longer just about entertainment, it is about evolution. It is about human beings growing, learning, and giving together. And as we look at the stars on our screens, stages, and runways, we realize they are not distant galaxies, but reflections of our collective light. And when they shine, we remember our own capacity to shine too. The applause may fade, the trends may shift, but the impact of genuine artistry never dies. It lives in the hearts, it heals in the dreams, it ignites in the courage, it awakens in others. And that is the eternal legacy of the celebrity world. A constellation of souls proving that no matter how vast the universe becomes, there will always be room for more light, for more love, for more stories that remind us we are all connected through creativity, kindness, and the endless pursuit of meaning. And in the end, perhaps that is what draws us back. Again and again, not the glamour, but the humanity. Not the fame, but the faith. Not the perfection, but the perseverance. And as long as there are dreamers willing to sing, act, dance, write, design, and create for the joy of making something beautiful, this world will never run out of stars. If you love motivational storytelling, celebrity journeys, and cinematic narratives that feel like a friend talking to your heart, this video is for you. Comment below your favorite celebrity story and tell us who inspires you most. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to never miss more inspiring documentaries.